Welcome back, fellow gamers. I want to talk to you today about a RPG, so something like Dungeons and Dragons, that I started to play about several months ago. Yeah, I picked it up on a whim at a local board game store, and I have not regretted the purchase since. So it is The End of the World, and it's made by Fantasy Flight Games. And as per usual, I'm a big fan of Fantasy Flight Games and the products they put out. I find they put out really good product, and this is no exception. So before I dive into exactly what this is, the build on this is solid. I've played quite a few games, and it looks like it's brand new. And when I flip through it, it's got great illustrations. I'm trying to do it without doing a top-down view, but it definitely has a lot of content. So there's quite a few pages, and it's not a tomb by any stretch of the imagination. And this is designed for short single-play missions or adventures, whatever you want to call them. Unlike, normal Dungeons and Dragons, where it can stretch, weeks, months, years, even with playing with the same kind of characters over and over again. In this, you play as yourself, so that's what's really different and a real good departure from other games. So at the start of a game, you'll build your own character sheet out using what you feel are your properties, your strengths, and your weaknesses. Now, there is a check and balance method to this. What happens is, after you've created your sheet, and there are sheets here at the back, but I've essentially printed them out so I don't have to ruin my book. You'll go through certain ones, and you'll give yourself a rating on 1 to 5. 5 being the best, and 1 being you're kind of weak in that skill. And then you'll have some features. So, are you a known athlete, or are you a urban planner? Things that might be relevant in the game. And once you've done that, you'll pass it along to somebody else to sit at the table. And if, let's say, you are not the strongest of people, but you've put yourself at 5 strength, and your buddy looks over and he's like, "You're not that strong," and he pegs you down, you get a penalty. But you also get a buff for being accurate on your assessment of yourself. So there is an upside in admitting your weaknesses. And then what happens is you pick one of the scenarios. I'm not going to go through any of the scenarios because they are fun to discover. But just rest assured that there are different types of scenarios, and the zombie apocalypse takes on many forms. Whether it's, George Romero zombies, mystical zombies, zombies from space, all types of different scenarios. And the scenarios are quite lengthy, so the one who's the moderator for your play session will have a lot to choose from. What we've done in the past is we literally crack open the book. It takes place where you are right now, and then you go from there. And the moderator has certain key checkpoints and certain events that need to happen. But generally, you're playing as you in your own world, as if the zombie apocalypse manifested itself. And it's quite entertaining. My girlfriend and I, we've played this quite a few times, just the two of us. We managed to figure out a way of doing it without a moderator. We're just looking at something fun to do and interact with. And at one point, I was the one who was controlling the story, and I was kind of just guiding her through, and I was allowing her to make most of the decisions, because I knew kind of what was coming up. And I described one area in such detail, in our basement, when we were living back in Montreal, and our basement was the car garage, because we lived in an apartment, and she did not like walking through the car garage to go to the laundromat afterwards, at all. She always felt uncomfortable since that time because of the things that she encountered in this book. So that was cool, and it provides a lot of different moments like that. I've randomly had friends come over, we were going to watch a movie, and then they kind of what is this book? Because it's red, it's catchy, and we sat down, played it. Everybody loves it. The great thing about this, the real strength, is that, one, you can keep your character sheet after, but you're kind of starting fresh, since every mission here does not take that long. Depending on how thorough you guys want to be, it could take, a few hours, or could entertain you the whole night. But more than that, once you're done, you have a lot of memories, and there's a lot of activity that can go on in the game. Now, the price point itself, I've seen it on Amazon for about $40. I think I actually got mine at $25, $26 US, and I think it's worth it. Even if I had to pay the $40, I would totally do it. I'd spring for it. I know they released 2 other types of games. One is Alien Invasion, and the other is a Cthulhu. I know I didn't see that right, and somebody's going to say something in the comments. I know how to speak, just when I get in front of the camera, for some reason, I just can't do it anymore. Anyways, I highly recommend you pick this up. If you have been thinking about jumping into an RPG, but you just didn't want to do that whole Dungeon and Dragon thing, and you just want something fun to entertain you for some nights, this is perfect. This is great. Setup time is minimal, and the laughs are plenty, especially when you're building your characters. So I hope that was some help to you. If you've already played this game, let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know maybe some of your favorite moments while playing this game. And if you haven't, if this doesn't seem interesting to you, why not let us know in the comments as well? Love to hear it. In the meantime, if you would like to check out some other videos, you can do that right here. And if you would like to possibly subscribe, which not only helps the channel out, but also lets you know when we go live for our live streams or when we upload a new video, just like this one. I'd like to thank you for making me a part of your day. And until next time, good gaming.